Hello and welcome to my channel. Now, I think I got some experience firsthand. It's been a busy, very long lasting season with many tournaments, and I won quite a few. And in many, I got to semifinals or finals, and I I happen to notice patterns to see managers that are playing in a certain way, and I think I'm the right person to tell you this and to show you what it's all about. So bear with me. I'm gonna point out what is going on, and here, for example, I'm losing possession, right? So what I do, I use normal tackling, and that gives me, as you can see, the blue bar, and now I have more possession, and that creates chances. But again, the opponent is gonna react to that. It's gonna make some changes. Things are gonna happen during the game, and the possession bar is gonna drop or it's gonna go increase. And if it drops, you need to continue to make changes. You need to see where is the problem. Maybe he is actually doing something good tactically, and you have to go some other route. For example, here I go short, and again I recover my possession, and that creates chances that later might end up in a goal. For example, here my number 8 AMC passes to my AMR, and there's a goal. There's the first goal, and the possession bar keeps strong. And you can see I made so many changes during a game. I'm like reading the game constantly, trying to understand the mentality, trying to come up with a counter mentality, trying to see where he's marking me, where he's doing good tactically, and trying to adapt, trying to recover those stats. If I see some player is not pointing very well, I just sub and put someone else. Like here, for example, I made so many changes so far, and you can see how the game is being played. Like it's creating a lot of chances. Here, for example, it's very dangerous for him. This number 10, perfect AML. You probably seen it. And then you got AMR and AML scoring. These two players have 340% in all the white stats. So it's very hard to stop them if you happen to create the chances. And for me, that's done with a possession bar. And again, you can see I'm making again many changes. Now, why am I beating this guy? Why is it that I'm not like a tactic guru. I'm not like know it all, but somehow I'm beating him, right? It's a lovely match, but I'm beating him. So this guy is very like he has a very good team because he won the BG Fire Cup. But here's his mistake. See his team. There's no one-star players. He's dropping quality with 3 or 2 stars or 4 stars, but those players aren't well trained. He's just using them so he can drop quality. His real percentage is like 174%. So this game really comes down to something very simple. Who can lower percentage more efficiently? And if you take into account my team, I have one negative player. Like that player that I just used there is like negative 107%. Lindsay Ellingson, you're gonna see it, and then I have another player that is like negative 17 or something like that. So I have a little bit of advantage over him, and the fact that I'm using mutants and he isn't, again, is another factor. And everything adds up. It's like your tactic, your formation, the negative players, especially negative players, and that's it. I won the game, and you can see the highest rating goes to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper again is a mutant because I don't use anything but mutants. And then I have the second best, the AML. This is new, 340, and the AMR, that's also 340% on everything basically. So there you have it, good training, and I drop efficiently my percentage. And here you can see his players, just a little review. He's well trained. You cannot say that he's not training well. He has very good players, and this is the reason why he won. You cannot win BG Fire Cup if you don't have something like this. And he did quite a number on many managers that are very well respected. But then again, it comes down to who can lower his percentage to play within the limit, which is 125%. And he doesn't have the players. He just has 3 or 2 stars, and and that cost him. If he had negative players, he could have used some of the other monsters that he has, because he has like 174%. So he could use one or two negative players, and the rest, I mean, this guy could be really dangerous, unstoppable, because of his real percentage. But in this case, you can see, his team is like, is not gonna beat me. He doesn't have the advantage here. You can see my players are creating opportunities. It's very, very routine. There you go again with the AMR, scoring 2 goals, and then he scores 1 right at the end. This honestly surprised me a little, because I was defending pretty good, but I guess it cost me, because now see that mentality he's using. He was using the normal mentality, and I was going defensive, and that killed me. That's my prize. That's another tournament. I won another tournament. Here the same thing. I mean, this guy is the same, just like the previous one. He does not have negative players, and that cost him. You can see this. It's like there's not 1-star players, and so he cannot lower the quality of his team efficiently to play within the limit, and I can. So I'm really using more percentage. So that's it. I wanted to share something, a little bit of wisdom that I gained throughout the season. And that's it. There's so many cases. Like this is another fight. For example, this guy does not have negative players. Again, he has a good team, but I can lower my quality more efficiently. And another mistake that this guy did, for example, and you're gonna see it, the reason why I score so much, is because he reacted to me. He tried to copy a formation that is good for me, and that's a big, big mistake.
I should fuck her in the Benz.